I feel like I have the vaguest memories of having a life and people that I knew and things that I did, but eternally in this existence, I've just been recording this guitar tutorial forever. With your permission, I would like to have a moment of actual honesty and sincerity, a human connection for a moment. The way I usually start these videos is I try to play through a hunk of the song, like the most recognizable hunk of the song. And so the part where the honesty comes in is I usually spend about 40 minutes trying to get that first part so that I don't make any like big mistakes or anything. So here's the deal. For this song, Bocchi's solo from Bocchi the Rock, I swear to God, I'm gonna be here for the next 10 years of my life if I try to get it to sound like right. So I'm gonna do one take right now, and no matter how it goes, that's what we're going with. Wish me luck. Here we go. No cuts. If there are any cuts in here, that means I cheated. Okay, how do we do? Standard tuning. Here's my first tip for you guys. Not too much distortion, not too much gain. I know you hear the song and you're like, oh, it's this big, aggressive, distorted guitar part. Yes, but not that much gain. Like, there's some gain, but it's not crazy. Let's not get out of hand here. The camera's crooked. That's worse. It turns out the room is just crooked, not the camera. All right, well, I gotta get a new house, guys. There's not too much gain. I know I've said this like 18 times. It's a great way to start the video, me yelling at you about your tone. And you go, but Uncle Stuart, distortion sounds fun. Yeah, I know. If I were you, I would probably have too much. Shut up. Learn the song. Was I saying shut up to me or you? Both. Just think shut up. Shut ups all around. Guys, shut ups are on me tonight. This is so dumb. I'm afraid to start. That's what the problem is. This is my pick though. We need harmonics on the 5th fret. So what that means is using one finger, you want to go to the 5th fret, go right on that 5th fret, like right there. So your finger is covering up the fret and you just want to very lightly touch all 5 strings. You want your finger to be very straight and very delicate. No pressure, just touch. And then you're going to strum back here. If you do this, if you strum here, it's going to sound all like thuddy. If you're back here, it sounds exactly the same apparently. But do it back here. It will have more of a chimey sound and you're just gonna go like this. That was awful. There it is. You just wanna rake your pick across all 6 strings. This, you know what this is right here on my finger that was on my guitar? That is a little speck of olive oil flavored seaweed. Right after you strum the strings, take your finger off. The harmonics will keep going and they will actually ring out longer and clearer if you take your finger off. So you're like, see, let that ring out for a moment, then go to the 1st fret and using your pointer finger, just smash down on the 1st fret of like the top 3 strings. The top 3 strings are all we really care about. You're gonna gently strum the top 3 strings and then slowly slide your finger up to 9. Just very slowly and gradually, no real rhythm to it. You just go. Once you get to 9, give it just a moment to sit there. And then you go into the next part of the song, which is maybe my favorite part. 1, 2, 3, flip! Pointer finger plays 10 on the top string. Now here's something that happens. The tip of your pointer finger, or kind of like the semi-tip of your pointer finger, like right there, plays 10 on that top string. The rest of your pointer finger is just gonna touch the other strings to mute them. That's gonna happen a ton in this song, where we're gonna play one note, but we're gonna strum a bunch of the notes, so we get the one note we want, and then a bunch of muted strings. It lets us play with this loosey-goosey strumming pattern while still hitting individual notes. Take a look at my finger. I'm using that semi-tip of my pointer finger to play the top, touching the rest, and then if I just kind of haphazardly play the top string, but I might hit a couple of them, it sounds great. So we got boom, then you're gonna play 12 on the third string from the bottom, but leave your pointer finger there muting the other strings and strum up. Then you're going to relax your ring finger, so now all the strings are muted, and strum down on just the muted strings. Then play 10 on the third string from the bottom while muting all the other strings. So we've got... The way I mute all the other strings, what do I do? Guys, this song is hard. You're gonna use your pointer finger, the semi-tip of your pointer finger, to play 10 on the third string from the bottom. Mute the bottom two strings with the rest of your pointer finger, and then you can use your middle finger and ring finger to mute the top strings, or what I do is I use my thumb to mute the top three strings. So then I'm going, see that? Whoop! Play it with me, here we go. Again. One more time. I'm not gonna spend too much time talking about exactly what fingers you use to mute various strings. I'm just gonna say, mute all the other strings, and that means you use your thumb if you can, use your fingers if you can, and I'll try to show you with my hands what I'm doing. All right, so we've got 10, 12, mute, 10, then mute all 6 strings and strum down, up, and then play 12 on the second string from the bottom. Mute all the other strings. I'm using my middle finger here and strum down, up. So we've got 1, 2, play it with me, and 1 and 2 and one more time. You're doing a great job. You're gonna relax all your fingers so all 6 strings are muted again. Strum down, up, down of just muted strings. Then play 10 on the third string from the top, going up, then down on the muted strings, then up on 12 of the third string from the top. One more note. Immediately after playing 12 on the third string from the top, you're gonna jump back to 8 on the second string from the top, mute all the other strings. So that last little part was down, up, down, 10, 12, 8. 1, 2, just play that little part, and down, up, down, 10, 12, 8. One more time, and karate chop, here we go. Down, up, down, 10, 12, 8. I don't know what this song is called. Is it called Bocchi Solo, or is it called Ano Bando? I don't know what ano means. I don't know what anything means. I'm realizing that we've barely even started this, and I don't know how I could possibly make it through the whole song. But it's gonna happen, don't worry. Let's play what we have so far for this section. We'll call that first part where we did the harmonics and the slide, we'll call that the intro, and then we'll call this section 1. So far for section 1, let's see what we can remember. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. You're gonna start section 1 over again. You just play it twice in a row, but there are some changes. Look, we go. All that's the same, but then we're gonna go like this. So what that is instead of just playing 12 on the second string from the bottom, you're gonna play 12 on the second string from the bottom, and then with your pointer finger mash down on 10 of the middle 2 strings and mute the other strings. So that means we have top string muted, second string from the top muted, and then it's 10, 10, 12, and then the bottom string is muted. So we've got 1, 2, play that with me. Great. Then we have a half beat rest. We don't do anything for a split second, and you're gonna go up to 17. I use my pinky and my ring finger. My pinky plays 17 on the bottom string. My ring finger plays 17 on the third string from the bottom. So I'm skipping the second string from the bottom. And then with my pointer finger and middle finger, I mute all the other strings. On this little weird chord right here, we're gonna go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. I think that was right. Let's see. Whoop. How many strums was that? Whoop, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And then I kind of slide off of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? 11 strums? Sure, let's go with 11. All right, so we just went like this. 2, 3, 4. That was a tiny little burp for you. Then we start it over again. And we play just the regular version of that little riff. So we did that riff 3 times. Once normal, once with the... and then once normal again. And we'll call that section 1. Let's play section 1 all the way through. 1, 2, good luck! There, we finally made it through an actual section. What a great time for me to tell you that please subscribe. I will do more fun songs like this if a cajillion people subscribe and all of their friends subscribe. Also, I don't know, something else incentivizing you to subscribe. Section number 2. This is the shortest and simplest section, but it's also the hardest one for me because of this little strumming thing that happens. Let's see if I can do it. 2, 3, 4. I did pretty good. All right, so here, that's it. That's the whole section. You're going to have your pointer finger ready to play 8 on the top string, but don't actually push yet. Just mute all the strings and strum down. Then play 8 on the top string, but mute all the other strings and strum up. You don't have to hit every single string. You can like aim for the top string, but you are not allowed to go in and go like... You have to do the loosey-goosey strumming, otherwise it's gonna suck a butt. I feel like suck a butt should be considered more vulgar than actually, like that paints quite a picture. Why am I doing this? Down on the muted strings, up on 8 on the top string, then using your ring finger, play 10 on the top string and strum down. Then this is the part that's tough for me. You mute all the strings and you strum down, up twice as fast. So it's mute, up, down, mute, mute. 1, 2, do it with me. Down, up, down, mute, mute. 1, 2, one more time. Down, up, down, down, up. Then... let's see, we just went down, up. Then you're gonna play down on 8 on the top string, up on 10 on the top string. Then you're just gonna go down on the muted strings again, up on 8 on the top, down on 10 on the top. So here's what we just did. We went mute, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. I think. Yeah, that was it. Let's do it one more time together. A little faster, here we go. Yeah. Then after that, you're just gonna do on the muted strings, go down, up again. And then you're gonna go down on 8, up on 10, then mute going down, and then you're gonna go like this. Play 8 on the second string from the top, mute all the other strings. I might get my thumb involved here to mute the top string. And then come down on 10 on the top string, and then up on 8 on the top string. That last little part was 8, 10, 8. Guys, let's play that whole little riff all the way through. 1, 2, here we go. And one more time. This is important. I literally don't know what I mean when I said this is important. Okay, after we do that, we do the exact same riff a second time, except instead of doing it starting on 8 of the top string, we do it starting on 10 of the third string from the top. So that means it's gonna go... exact same pattern, exact same strumming, exact same rhythm. We're just using 10 right here, 12 right here, and then 10 on the third string from the bottom instead of playing these 3 notes. Play it with me, and nice and slow, and mute, 10, 12, down, up, 10, 12, down, Okay, we did it. Done with section 2. I wonder how many sections there are. More than 2, I'll tell you that. Section 3. Section 3 is not that bad. Guys, play 9 on the third string from the bottom. Mute the bottom 2 strings with, I'm using my pointer finger. I guess it doesn't really matter what finger you use though. So you play 9, third from the bottom, mute the other 2. With your thumb, mute the top string, but the second from the top and third from the top are open. So that means we have muted, then open, open, 9, muted, muted. For this part, they switch into tremolo picking. Tremolo picking is where you strum really fast, going down and up, just back and forth. Like for this song, tremolo picking means for every beat that goes by, we strum the note or the chord 4 times. We go down, up for each beat. So if the beat is going by like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, we go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The problem is this song, the beat goes like boom, 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 boom. So that means we're going, which is really fun. I'm excited for you that you get to do this. It's gonna be a joyous experience for everyone. But for right now, we're not gonna do the 4 strums tremolo picking. We're only gonna do 2 strums for each beat. So that means like if the beat's like this, instead of going, we're gonna go, just for right now, as you're learning the song, then you can pick up the speed later. All right, we're gonna do 8 strums on the 9th fret. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you're gonna switch up. Oh, I'm on 7. There's 9 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're gonna go to 10 on the 3rd string from the bottom. Then you're gonna go up to 12 on the 3rd string from the bottom, doing 8 strums on each of those little weird chords. Then you're gonna switch to 14. I like to switch to my ring finger when I go to the 14th fret. You only do 4 strums on this one. Then we're gonna go up to 17 and do 4 strums. Then go backwards to 16 and do 8 strums. So that was 9, 10, 12, and then 14, 17, 16. Let's give it a try. We'll go like booka, booka, that. Speed, 1 and 2, and here we go. And 9, 10, 12, 14, 17, 16. You're doing a really, really, really good job. After the 16, you go all the way. I switched to my middle finger for 16. Then you go up to 19. You're gonna do 8 strums here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then you're gonna play 18 on the 2nd string from the bottom. You're gonna do 8 strums on that. And then play 20 on the 2nd string from the bottom. We're gonna do not 8, but 16 strums on this one, and you're gonna gradually bend it up as you go. So it's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and it was 9, 10, 12, 14, 17, 16, 19, 18 on the 2nd string from the bottom, 20 on the 2nd string from the bottom, bend it up. Let's do that whole section. This is section 3. We're almost done with it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and switch. And 10, 12, 14, 17, 16, 19, 18, 20. Made it through section 3. I need to have a sip of coffee because I am running out of juice. Or coffee, I'm not out of coffee. I have plenty of coffee. Running out of coffee in my system. I'm actually just saying coffee is a code word for energy. I want to die. Section 4. More of that tremolo picking, you guys. Would you please play for me 5 on the 3rd string from the top? So ideally, to get the full effect, we want to strum this chord 16 times, going down and up super fast, going like that. The trick here, okay, if you're gonna do the fast tremolo picking, here's my tip for you. Hold the pick at an angle, so it's like a 45-degree angle from the string, so it's like you're slicing into the string, as opposed to having it flat against the string. If it's flat against the string, it's gonna get stuck. If you're at that angle, it just kind of glides over it. And you just move your, see how I'm not moving my arm? I'm just moving my wrist. Like, you can do it with your whole arm, but I think it's harder. So I just kind of plant my arm here, and my wrist goes while holding the pick at that angle. For right now, we're just gonna do 8 strums on each note. So on that 5th fret of the 3rd string from the top, you're gonna go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, just like that. Here we go. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Then go to 2 on the same string. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Then 3, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Back to 5, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Let's play those first 4 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 2, 3, 5. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna play 6 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then 7 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then go up to 10 and play it just 2 times. So that was 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And I'm just going down, up the whole time. Here we go. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Then go to the, then go up to 12 on that 3rd string from the top. 1, 2, 3. Then go to 10 on the 3rd string from the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Then 12 on the 3rd string from the bottom, just twice, down, up. So we just went 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. I don't want to play it. Let's just keep going. Okay. Then after that, you play 9 on the 2nd string from the bottom 3 times, down, up, down, then 10 3 times, up, down, up, then go up to 13 and play that 2 times. 1, 2. Let's go a little bit more and then we'll review all of that stuff. After the 13, then you're gonna play 10 on the bottom string. You're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you start sliding it up while you keep plucking. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Let's play this whole part. I'll say the frets as we do it. 1, 2, nice and slow. 5. Then go to 2. Then 3. Then 5. Then 6. 6, 7, 10, 12, 10, 12, 9, 10, 13, 10. Perfect. Section 5, we made it. 1, 2, 3, 4. For this whole section, we're gonna be playing individual notes, but we still wanna mute all the other strings, and we still wanna be loosey-goosey with our strumming, but I'm always aiming for the specific string I want to hit, so that way if I'm not properly muting all the other strings, it's not too big of a deal. So first thing, the first note is probably the hardest one. We want the 3rd string from the top open and all the other strings muted. So I'm using my thumb and my pointer finger to do this little pincher thing so I can play the 3rd string from the top open. Then you're gonna play 10 on the 3rd string from the top and then 12 on the 3rd string from the top. So it's 1, 2, here we go. Great. Then you're gonna play 10 on the 2nd string from the bottom, strumming up. So it's bum, boo, doom, up. Again. Bum, boo, doom, ba. Then strum up on 13 of the 3rd string from the bottom. And then up on 12 of the 3rd string from the bottom. So that's bum, boo, doom, up, up, up. 2, here we go. Boom, 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 up, up, up. One more time, karate chop, and down, up, down. 10, 13, 12. Then come up on 10 of the 3rd string from the top. Then on 12 of the 3rd string from the top, you're gonna strum down, up, down, quickly. And then with your pinky, reach up to 13 on the 2nd string from the bottom. And then slide it back to 12 and strum up on that 2nd string from the bottom. So we've got boom, 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 ba, 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 ba. Play it with me a little slower. Boom, Great. That was our little lead-in to section 5. And then section 5 starts proper now. We start off the same. We go... So all of that is exactly the same as what we just did. 0, 10, 12, 10, 13, 12, 10, 12, 12. Then though, instead of going up to 13 on the second to bottom string, after you play down, up, down on 12, you're gonna play 10 on the third string from the bottom, strum up, then go to 12 on the third string from the top, strumming down, then 10 on the third string from the top, strumming up. So that's like the first half of the section 5 riff. This is gonna get so much worse before it gets better. I can feel it in my bones. Guys, let's play that riff we just did. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, a little slower. Immediately after, we're gonna call that section 5 riff 1A. This is terrible. So you play section 5 riff 1A. Then we're gonna play section 5 riff 1B, which is the thing we started section 5 with, that little lead in, the part that went. See, they're basically the same riff, just with that different little ending. So we're gonna play at the very, very beginning, leading into it, we play 1B. Then we play 1A. Then we play 1B again, and then we play 1A again. I know it's confusing that I started with 1B, but it kind of makes sense. Trust me. You could trust me. Do you guys trust me? Let's play the little lead-in part, which means we're going to do 1B, then we're going to do 1A, then we're going to do 1B, then we're going to do 1A again, and then I'll show you 1C. 1, 2, here we go! Here we go! 1A again. You ready for 1C? I'm ready. 1C is you play the open G string, the third string from the bottom, open, and then play 10 on that same string, slide up to 12, and then play 10 on the second string from the bottom. Then you're gonna strum up on 12 of the third string from the bottom. So that was bon, dum, ba, bon. Bon, bon, here we go. Bon, dum, ba, bon. And then the most fun part of the whole song, we go. Here's how you do that, guys. You play 15 on the bottom string, and then 14 on the second from the bottom, and then 13 on the third from the bottom. So you make this little staircase. Then you're gonna do that same staircase on 14, 13, and 12. And then the same staircase on 13, 12, and 11. So that was... I think that was right. After you do that little staircase part, we go back to riff 1A again. Then we do riff 1B again. Then riff 1A again. And then we do riff 1D again. No, it's the first time. Riff 1D goes like this. I don't know why. I should have called it 5D because we're in the 5th section. Which section are we in? I don't even remember. I have a different pick somehow. I don't remember switching picks. Riff 1D is very similar to riff 1C. You play the open G string, then play 10, slide up to 12, pluck up on 10 of the second string from the bottom, then up on 12 of the third string from the bottom. Then you're gonna play 13 on the second string from the bottom, and we're just gonna go like this. 13, 13, you play it twice, then you play 12 on the third from the bottom, back to the 13, back to the 12, 13, 12, 13, 12. So that was 13, 12, 13, 12, 13, 12, 13, 12 at the end. The whole riff 1D goes like this. Which leads us into the next section of the song, which I'm so excited to share with you right now. All right, this is section like 6 or something. Guys, Almost this entire section is on the G string, the third string from the bottom. Watch this. For this part, you don't have to do the crazy muty thing. You can just hone in. Hone in. You hone a skill, you home a house. I don't know. Home is where the heart is. So you're going to play just that third string from the bottom. You're going to go like this. 0, 10, 12, 0, 12, 14, 0, 14, 17, 0, 12, 14. I think. I wrote it down. Did I get it right? Yeah, I got it right. 1, 2, here we go. And 0, 10, 12, 0, 12, 14, 0, 14, 17, 0, 12, this is 14. Then you're going to play 0, 10, 12, and then play 10 on the third string from the bottom. Top. Whatever. I don't know. Guys, I think of this as the top string. Do you know why I think of this as the top string? I think of this as the top string because it's on top. And this is on the bottom. Therefore, it's the bottom string. I do understand that this one has a lower pitch and this one has a higher pitch, but I don't care. This one's on top, so it's a top string. Prove me wrong. Convince me. What's that thing that horrible guy says in the colleges? Talk me out of it. I don't remember. What's his name? He might not be horrible. He sure seems like it, though. I don't know. I'm not actually judging him. I judge him in my mind, but not out loud. Until now, apparently. You play that whole pattern twice until the very, 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 very end. So you start it over, but then instead of playing 0, 10, 12, 10 on the third string from the top, what you're going to do at the very end is you play 0, 5, 10, 9, all on the G string. So guys, we just finished that section. I know we went through this one fast, but everything else took a million years, so I'm kind of glad this part went fast. Let's play this whole part nice and slow. 1 and 2, and here we go. And 0, 10, 12, 0, 12, 14, 0, 14, 17, 0, 12, 14, 0, 10, 12, 10, 0, 10, 12, 0, 12, 14, 0, 14, 17, 0, 12, 14, 0, 5, 10, 9. We did it. Moving on to the next section of the song, Bocchi the Rock. From your perspective, how long does it feel like we've been doing this? Because from my perspective, where I stand, I feel like I've been doing this forever. Like, I feel like I have the vaguest memories of having a life and people that I knew and things that I did, but eternally in this existence, I've just been recording this guitar tutorial forever. This next section is short and pretty easy. Please play for me 10 on the second string from the top and 12 on the third string from the bottom. Mute all the other strings. Should sound like this. What's this called, you guys? You might have played this before. What's it called? It starts with an O, rhymes with octave. That's right, it's an octave. You're gonna strum 8 strums, just down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Then you're gonna go to 7 and 9 on the same 2 strings and just do down, up, just 4 strums. Then go to 3 and 5 and do 4 strums, down, up, down, up. Then you go up to 8 and 10. So it's all that same shape. We're just moving it around. On 8 and 10, you're gonna do 8 strums. So it goes 8 strums, 4 strums, 4 strums, 8 strums. Let's do it. 1 and 2, and here we go. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 7, 3, 8, 2, 3, 4, and then you get to rest for 4 beats. You get to catch your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done with that section. Moving on. I've lost count. I feel like that was 7, but it might have been 8. We're into the big loud section now. Section 8 or 9 or 10. I think it's 8. Boo, it's going to be fun making the chapters for this video. 5 on the second string from the bottom, 7 on the third string from the bottom. Play just those 2 strings, and then right after you play them, you're going to bend just the ring finger note up a little bit. I have my middle finger hanging out right behind my ring finger on the same string, which makes it a little easier to bend, because then I have 2 fingers bending instead of 1. And we're going to go like this. You're going to go bend, 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 bend. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then take those 2 fingers, slide them up to 6 and 8, and do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do those 8 bends in a row. 4 here and 4 here. 1, 2, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then go up to 13 on the second string from the bottom. You're just gonna play down, up. Then play 10 on the third string from the bottom, down, up. Then you're gonna play 12 on the third string from the bottom once, and then immediately go to 10 on the bottom, second to bottom string, plucking up. So that was then you're gonna play 12 on the third string from the top, plucking up, then 10 on the third string from the top, plucking up, and then 10 on the third string from the bottom, plucking down, up again. Shut up. Guys, we have been doing this for so long. This can't, we have to stop, right? We have to stop. My watch just did something. The rest of the tutorials I record this week are gonna be so easy and so short. I'm gonna do like 7 Nation Army and Smoke on the Water. Smoke on the Water actually has some stuff in it that people don't know about. It's not a conspiracy, it's just, I don't know. I might be making that up. We're not gonna stop, we're gonna keep going. All right, so we just went, so that was 13, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10. Then play 10 on the third string from the bottom, up. And then play 9 on the third string from the bottom. You're gonna pluck up, down. So that whole thing there was ba ba boom go boom ga ba boom ba bodo. If we put that with the bendy part, let's go for it. 2, 3, 4, bend, 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 bend. Then play 8 on the bottom string and 11 on the second string from the bottom. It's a little bit of a stretch, but you can do it. Try not to have your fingers like parallel to the frets. Try to have them at this angle. It's gonna make it so much easier. You're gonna have 8 and 11. And again, you're gonna go bend, 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 bend. Then slide up to 10 and 13 and go bend, 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 bend. Then you go like this. Here's what that was. Starts off just like the thing we did a moment ago. You play 13 on the second string from the bottom twice, then 10 on the third from the bottom twice, then you play 12 on the third from the bottom once, then play 10 on the second from the bottom once, then you play, but here's this a little different. You play 10 on the third from the bottom, and then you play 9 on the third from the bottom, then you play 12 on the third from the top, and then you play 10 on the third from the top twice. So that thing there was bum bum boom go boom ga bum 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 bum. Play it with me from the bendy part. Okay, 8 and 11, here we go. And wow, 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 wow. Then you go to 5 and 7 again. We do that bendy thing again. Bend, 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 bend. Then we go and do the 13, 10, 12, 10. Bum, 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 bum. You do that thing again. You try not to mess up horribly. Oh, if one of my strings broke right now, I would be so upset. Why is my watch talking to me? I'm desperately looking for any distraction because I'm so sick of saying strings and frets. To finish up this section, you go to 10 on the third string from the top. You play down, up, then 12, down, up, then you go to 9 on the third from the bottom, down, up, then 10 on the third from the bottom, down, up, 12 on the third from the bottom, down, up, 10 on the second from the bottom, down, up, 11 on the second from the bottom, down, up, 13 on the second from the bottom, down, up. So that was 10, 12, 9, 10, 12, 10, 11, 13. You have to do it kind of fast. So you're like, that's pretty bad. Then you go to 13 on the bottom string with your pointer finger and 16 on the second string from the bottom with your ring finger. You're gonna do that bend thing again. You go bend, bend, but you only do it twice. You go bend, bend, then you wait for a beat. Then you go to 15 and 18 and go bend, bend. So that was wait and brow. So that whole last part went a little something like this. You can play it with me if you want. 2, 3, 4. I think we only have one section left, thank goodness. But then I have to try to play through the whole thing. That's a horrible mistake. Pretend I didn't say that. I just checked. We have 2 sections left. I do want to cry right now, but I'm not going to because I actually do not cry that much. I know, surprising, right? It seems like I would cry every day of my life, but I would say I cry once a month. Once a month I cry. In the comments, how often do you cry? Yeah, right. No one, not a single person has made it this far into the video. My parents are very supportive. They watch, I think, all of my videos, believe it or not. I would be shocked if they made it this far into this video. Wait, I messed up. This part's fun. On the 3rd string from the top, play 0, 10, 12, then play 10 on the 2nd from the bottom, and then play 12 on the 3rd from the bottom, then 10 on the 3rd from the bottom. So that was 0, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10. Then play 13 on the 2nd from the bottom, and then 10 on the 3rd from the bottom. I recommend that you have your pointer finger on the 10th fret, your pinky on 13, and then ring on 12, and middle on 11. Forgot how counting worked for a second. Just keep your hand in this shape and just switch fingers for the different frets. Also, I recommend you pluck down, up, down, up, down, up for the whole thing. So we're going down, up, okay. Play just those 8 notes with me one more time. 1, 2, good luck. 0, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 13, 10. Great. Then you're going to play 12 on the 3rd from the bottom, 10 on the 2nd from the bottom, 12 on the 3rd from the bottom, 10 on the 3rd from the bottom. So that was 12, 10, 12, 10. Then on the bottom string, this part's fun. You're going to like this part. Pay attention. You're going to play 13, 0, 12, 0. We're halfway through this section. Play all 16 of those notes with me. 1, 2, here we go. 0, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 13, 10. Shoot! 12, 10, 12, 10, 13, 0, 12, 0. One more time. Yeah, you messed up. And boom, 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 ba, da, dum, ga, gum, gum, ga, ga, gum, ga, gum, ga, gum. Then you play the first half of that again. You go 0, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 13, 10. Then you're going to play 12 on the 3rd from the bottom, 10 on the 2nd from the bottom, back to 12 on the 3rd from the bottom, 10 on the 3rd from the bottom. So that was actually the same too. So everything's the same so far, but then we're going to go like this. Play 10 on the 2nd string from the bottom. You're going to play it, then hammer onto 11, pull off to 10, hammer onto 11, pull off to 10. Just started raining outside. You do all of that we just did twice, and that's what you do for this section. Let's go ahead and do it right now. 1 and 2 and 1, 2. Here we go. Gum, gum, boom, ga, da, dum, ga, gum, goo, da, ba, boom, ba, boom. Again. Now, we honest to goodness, truly, only have one section left. Section number 1 billion. Play 17 on the bottom string 4 times. Just down, up, down, up. Then play 13 on the 2nd string from the bottom 4 times. Down, up, down, up. Then play 15 on the bottom string a bunch of times. It's going to be down, up, 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 down, up. How many was that? 16 times? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no! It's 20 times! And then you play 14 on the 3rd string from the bottom. Oh no! It's 20 times. No, okay, this one's only 4 times. So we go 4, 4, 20, and then 4. Let's make sure that's right, because it seems fishy to me. 1, 2, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 20 times. All right. So that was 17, 13, 15, and then 14 on the 3rd string from the bottom. Then you do the exact same thing again, 17, 13, 15, but instead of going to 14 on the 3rd string from the bottom, you go to 15 on the 3rd string from the bottom. Then we start it over. We go 17, 13, 15, and then we do 14 on the third string from the bottom again. Then we do the first chunk of it again. We go 17, 13, 15. We hold that 15 out for all 20 strums. Then you're going to go to 11 on the bottom two strings. I'm using one finger to smash down on 11 of the bottom two strings, and I just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I slide it off. So it's ba-da-da-dow. Let's play this whole last section. 1, 2, here we go. And 17, 13, 15. 14, 17, 13, 15. 15, 17, 13, 15. 14, 17, 13, 15. Okay, I do think I need to play through the whole thing. I'm going to play through it slowly for two important reasons. Most importantly, so you can practice it playing slowly to make sure you're doing everything accurately. And two, because I don't want to play through this thing fast. Are you crazy? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next part, here we go. Next part. Shoot, darn it. I don't want to do it. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't.